Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Aisyah binti Mama Amran, and for this part of the assessment, I will explain for question 2A, which is the distribution function of y equal to x squared using the transformation method. Okay, so we will start. For step 1, we need to find the inverse first. To find the inverse, we need to solve for x, and then the inverse will be x equal to negative set y and set y, which is plus minus set y. So there is two possible inverse equation, and then step 2, we need to differentiate the inverse function with respect to y. And then step 3, we substitute in the formula, which is after we simplifying that, we got the gy function. And then this is the PDF of y equal to x squared. So step 4, domain. Finally, for the domain, since x is defined between negative infinity and infinity, and because y equal to x squared, the domain of y is between 0 and infinity. So we have successfully derived the distribution function.
I am Nur Amira Najiha, and I will present question B. From question A, we know that y follow gamma with alpha equal 1 over 2 and theta equal 4 theta, and the MGF is 1 minus 4 theta power negative 1 over 2. To find moment of W, we need to find the expected value of exponential TW. First of all, we need to substitute W with summation of xi squared from 1 to 10 over 2 theta. Then we have to expand from x1 squared until x10 squared, since it is summation from I equal to 1 to 10. Then we substitute x squared with y because we can use the distribution of y equal x squared to find moment of W. After that, we expand from my1 t over 2 theta until my10 t over 2 theta. Earlier, we already know that the MGF for y is 1 minus 4 theta t power negative 1 over 2. So, we will use this MGF by substituting the new t value, which is t over 2 theta. We can simplify by adding their power, and the final answer is 1 minus 2 theta power negative 5. Next, question D asks to construct a 101 minus a% confidence interval for theta. To construct a 101 minus a% confidence interval for theta, we need to determine the distribution of W first. From question C, we can conclude that W follow gamma with alpha 2 and theta 5, or W follow chi squared 10. 10 is V value. Since V over 2 equal to 5, V is equal to 10. To find 101 minus a%, I choose to use chi square distribution because it is simple and easy. First of all, we write the general form of chi square confidence interval, which is probability of chi square 1 minus alpha with V10 less than equal W less than equal chi square alpha over 2 with V10 equal to 1 minus alpha. Next, we substitute W with its given equation from B, which is summation of xi square from 1 to 10 over 2 theta. Then, we multiply both sides with 2 and divide with summation of xi square from 1 to 10 until only 1 over theta left in the middle. To find theta, we 1 over everything for both sides and 1 over theta. Since the chi square placed at the bottom, we have to switch place from 2 chi square 1 minus a over 2 V10 with 2 chi square alpha over 2 V10. Therefore, a 101 minus alpha % confidence interval of theta is summation of xi square from 1 to 10 over 2 chi square alpha over 2 V10 less than theta less than summation of xi square from 1 to 10 over 2 chi square 1 minus alpha over 2 V10.
I am the third presenter, Shazwana binti Samsudin. Next, for question D, determine and explain the difference between 95% and 90% confidence interval for theta if summation of x square I equal to 500. We calculate the confidence for theta based on the confidence interval we got from question C. Firstly, for 90% confidence interval, we know that the alpha is equal to 0.1. Alpha over 2 is 0.05, while 1 minus minus alpha over 2 is 0.95. And then we substitute all the value into the confidence interval. For the left side, 500 over 2 times chi-square 0.0510, and for the right side, 500 over 2 times chi-square 0.9510. Next from the table, chi-square 0.0510 is equal to 18.307, and chi-square 0.9510 is equal to 3.940. And then we calculate all the value, so we can get interval for theta is between 13.6560 and 63.4518. We repeat the same thing for 95% confidence interval, but change the alpha value, which is 0.05. And lastly, we can get the interval for theta for 95% confidence interval is between 12.205 and 2 and 76.9941. The conclusion is we can conclude the 95% confidence level has the wider confidence interval for data than 90% confidence level. That's all from us. Thank you.